Hey guys, and happy Friday. Woohoo! I hope you guys are warm. I think the United States across the board is like freezing temperatures. And I have been lucky enough to sit inside with my dogs with a fire all day long. And I'm super glad I don't have to get out in that weather today. My husband's grabbing the little one. So today, as promised, I wanted to talk to each of you about the Push book, and maybe answer any questions that you might have had on why I feel that every person alive should go through this, but more importantly, why I'm asking each challenger in this group to go through this. I went through this book in 2012. I got the book in 2011, and it kind of sat on my desk. A little bit about me. I was a single mom for 3 years, I guess. And I met my husband in 2006. And I worked full time when I met him. I was an executive recruiter, which means that put that off my computer. Anytime an oil company or a bank or somebody needed to fill an executive position, specifically in accounting and finance, I would go out and find them candidates and get them plugged into jobs. So I really loved helping people. I loved that I was able to use my college background in doing it. And it was just something that I loved, working with people and helping people. So, but it got to be the point that once I got married and I had Maddie in daycare, Taylor and Ryan were just entering in the school level, it was very difficult because my company got it grew. The company I worked for grew, and I got very successful, and I ended up working a lot more hours. And it got to the point to where my husband was leaving his job in the Galleria to help pick my children up from like daycare, because I had a meeting with a client or I had an interview and I worked around their schedules. Or anyways, push came to shove, and in 2010 I gave in my notice. To this day, I love every single woman I worked with and man that I worked with, and I really do miss that line of work. I just love helping people get ahead in life, and it's a very fulfilling career. It's hard for me to walk away from. So from 2010 all through 2011, I did not know what to do with myself. For the first time in my life, wasn't working. I had never been able to be a stay-at-home mom. I could have never afforded it in the past. And so I found myself like nothing. I would literally go to the gym for like 4 hours, and that was my social hour. So I just kind of went through the motions of life for about a year. In the summer of 2012, we purchased a property in Cancun. We went down there, and I took the book with me. Something told me to pack it and take it. I took Push with me, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew that I loved Chalene Johnson, and I thought maybe, just maybe, I will, it'll give me something to do by the pool. So when I boarded the flight to go to Cancun, I was still in that place of, I want to do something, but I don't really know what. I don't want to take time away from my kids. I need to be a present and available. So I can't really go back to work full time. What can I do? And every single day I went through the book, and we usually go down there for 10 days to 2 weeks. Most time, in the summers we go for extended times. So I spent every day, every morning I would get up and I would have my coffee, and Maddie would really get up early with me. And we would sit there, and she would play on her phone or an iPad, and I got out the Push book and I went through Push. And I have to tell you that this book completely changed my life. I got on that plane not having a clue what I needed to do. And by going through the first 8 or 10 days of this book, I left Cancun with a clear vision for my life. I was more productive. I was just more satisfied. I had a plan, and I executed everything I wanted to do. And it's all a direct result of identifying my priorities, learning how to create a realistic to-do list, and work towards some goals that I had had for so many years that I was never able to focus on because I was a single mom who had to pay the bills, right? So this book met me when I needed it to really be there to meet me, if you will. And I remember when I went through this, I was so committed to my fitness. Stephanie was my fitness partner back then, and I would go to the gym and I would do a body pump class, Les Mills, and then I would leave the gym and I would go to Jody, who's in this group. She's my favorite trainer that I've ever had in my whole life. I would go to her combat class, and I had all these wonderful friends in there. And then I would say, gosh, I really have some energy. I'm going to go take a spinning class now. And I ended up sucking Stephanie into doing 2 classes a day with me. And anyways, I was very much on track because I knew what goals I had. I knew how I was going to get everything done. And, I ended up letting go of my housekeeper that I had had for a while, because I found that once I started organizing my time, I had more than enough time to take care of the house myself. And I saved quite a bit of money. What else? I got into like the best shape of my life because I was diligent in my fitness, diligent in my health. I was more active with my kids because I learned how to structure my time so that when they got home, everything that had to be done was done. There was minimal stress in that time of my life, and I truly attribute it all to the push book. So when Stephanie and I got together in December or November to talk about this group, I told her that this is the book I wanted to do because this book changed my life. I regret that I fell off the wagon, but I did. And I am getting back on. In 2017, I will live this push book. I don't care how many times I have to go back and reference it. I will live it out loud because it works. So that's the background a little bit on why I'm so passionate about this book. But I will tell you that from this book, you will learn, and I'm taking this from Shailene Johnson's notes, so I'm reading over here, but she says you will learn how to master carefully crafted and diligently maintained to-do list. Yes, you will. You will develop and honor your priorities. Yes, you will, and it will blow your mind when you get down to the bottom of it. Set, refine, and achieve meaningful goals. Absolutely. Oh, bless you. My little bulldog sneezing. You will, meaningful goals. You'll learn how to set them. You'll learn how to kind of clean them up and make sure that they're realistic. And then you'll learn how to achieve them by taking steps every day towards it. You will accomplish your tasks every day for unprecedented productivity. That is what I took away the most. I got more done in less time and was more effective as a human being. All aspects of my life greatly improved when I applied this formula to my life. You will experience unbelievable success in all areas of your life. Absolutely. But best of all, I am going to show you how to make this a habit that you can manage in 10 minutes a day. That's very true. The first week, you're dedicating a little bit more time because you're setting up, you're brainstorming, you're defining what you want out of life, you're kind of listing out, your brain dumping everything. But then it becomes minimal time every single day. And then in order to maintain it, you only need to invest about 10 minutes a day in your planning. So this is a very manageable program. You are not going to be giving up hours of your day to be productive, because that's counterproductive. So every single day, if you're going to follow the push book, Amazon, I suggest you get your own copy, but Amazon, Kindle, and then I will be uploading screenshots. I received some messages yesterday for some people that need them. I have it right here on my iPad. I am going to screenshot everything on a daily basis and upload them as a photo. I'm hoping they'll upload in order, but I will ask that you double check the page number at the bottom so you're not getting like out of order. Let me see. Every single night, every evening, after supper time, I'm going to release the next day. So day 1 will be released Sunday night. And when you open the pinned post, which Stephanie shot a video on how to access the pinned post, if you still need help, ask us and we'll hook you up. But you'll access the pinned post and you will see a link to a video. You will need to highlight and copy that link and paste it in your browser. It's not a hyperlink that you can click on, to my knowledge. basically in 2012, when I went through this, I ended up signing up for Chalene Johnson's one-on-one coaching, and I got a portal to access day-by-day information. So I went back through that portal through an old email. I can still gain access to her videos. So each day I will upload the appropriate day's video. So every day you'll have a video from Chalene Johnson that's literally less than 5 minutes. It's very short videos, and you will watch her explain to you the importance of that day, like why you're doing it, and kind of break it down for you in case you need any explanations. And there's also a written portion from Chalene Johnson. So you'll watch the video, read that. In the book, each day has 2 or 3 pages to read. So this is day 1. So this book page, there's 2 more pages there, and then you start your homework. And this is the long homework. Like when you are on day 18, your homework is literally that. So you can see it drastically reduces once you get through the first week. So you will watch the video, read the words from Chalene that I've copied, and then you will go to your book, read day 1, and then do the homework. Once you go through all of that, I would love for you to comment underneath the post every day and saying, oh, I did this, I loved it, or I don't understand something. I will be posting as I go through it every single day. I'm hoping, I know Stephanie's going through it as well, but I'm hoping you guys talk about it, because this is life-changing stuff, and I would love to see who's using it and who's, really, enjoying it. So that's it. So it's not going to be anything that you publicly have. Nobody's going to ask you to take a picture of your goals. Nobody's going to ask you to share them. If you want to put them in the universe and share them, I'll support you. I'll listen to you. I'll talk to you about your goals. But that's really all this book is. It's totally optional. I think that you're doing a disservice to yourself if you don't engage. I am giving you this whole thing, like all of my access that I had, gone through years ago for free. I'm just sharing it because I want everybody to know that you are capable of doing anything you want to do in life. And I'm not the best person at explaining how to get there, but this book will teach you how to get there. You just need to open it up, and the rest is ready. So that pretty much explains the book. I want to know who's going to participate in the book. Share with me your thoughts and your comments in the comment section below this video. If you're on the fence about doing it, or you're curious and have a specific question, I've been through it, and I would love to guide you and answer your questions. So, well, I hope you guys stay warm. I hope you're all getting ready for Monday. By now, you should have meal planned. You should have figured out when you're going to grocery shop before Monday. You should have posted what meal plan you're going to follow. You should have posted what calorie count you should be at. You should have your workout scheduled. I mean, let's do this. We're all here to do better in 2017 than we did in 2016. We're all committed to living our healthiest lives. But in order to do things you've never done, you have to do things you've never done. So I hope that made sense. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and stay warm, and stay tuned for some updates on I'm going to be hosting 3 Zoom calls over the weekend for those that are able to make it. If you're not, I will always upload the recording for everybody. So you guys have a fabulous weekend. Stay warm and post your questions below. Stephanie and I are here for you every step of the way. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you soon. Bye.